What do you want? Hello? Oh, YouTube again, huh? Yeah, it's Bo Brady. Well,
Hello YouTube, it's Bo Brady, welcome back. So I don't even know where to begin. I've got a lot of stuff to cover. Um, I guess I want to start off with this shuttle. She sells seashells by the seashore. Shh. Um, okay, so this documentary here is what prompted this round of investigations. Um,
which will return to Earth powered airplane. It will carry a crew of
and look at it. Like, there it is
from 2 to 7 men and women.
on the launch pad, being a shuttle, and it's not like they're just um, you know screwing around like a paper mache. Uh, uh, they got decals of USA and the flag, and so it shows that they put some artistic flair into it, and they decided that that's the way they were gonna have it be. But look at it. Like, I shouldn't really have to say anything. If that looks normal to you, then maybe my channel's not for you. Because this thing was always red, always. And this thing like had windows, and like yeah, this looks really weird to me. And I just want to see if they keep it this way the whole documentary. Yeah, the whole time. That thing never gets read. Okay, so this is 1980. Alright, now, if you're saying that, okay, well, this is just before the ones that I'm familiar with, well, that's what I was thinking too. So I went over to Google Images, like I always do, and honestly, I couldn't even find any other examples of an all white setup. Because this is the way I'm familiar with it looking, the color scheme. Except this one's missing its fake windows. Isn't that doesn't that piss you off when you think about it? Like these little dashes of black along the side. They're they're not serving any function. They're there just to make it look like, you know, like the way you would expect an aircraft to look. I mean, it's like it's very likely that the whole operation they got going on there at NASA is propaganda mechanism, and that's bad enough without this this extra propaganda right here. It's not propaganda. It's just like being fake. Like trying to polish a turd, trying to fit into boxes. You know, try to keep up with the Joneses. You know, that kind of fakery. So anyway, so then while trying to find a white one, I noticed the Mandela effect. Oh, that has to do with the New York. Let's see. One of the shuttles is like permanently housed in a New York museum on a boat called the Intrepid. So, okay, there's the boat. And back there is the housed. Let's see, right there. So there it is. Let's. So I already got a bunch of these. Oh, no. Enterprise, that's it. Save. Okay. So let's take a look at those. Desktop. Enterprise. Okay, so basically take a look at the structure it's in. We got a normal tent, you know, A-frame. And then here we got a a colon. Reminds me of a colon. A hot dog casing. Sheep intestine. Alright, so now we're back to an A-frame here. And you also notice subtle differences in the like the windows and the color of the nose here. We got a really light nose, also a really not light nose, and just a, I don't know, a two-faced nose. And the windows look different. And where's that red mark right here? See that right there? I'm sorry, I'm probably going too fast, making you dizzy. But yeah, if you just examine closely, you'll come up with a bunch of discrepancies here. Now, this is something that I found along the way that was an added bonus, but also you can tell, yeah, this thing looks way different in the front. And but yeah, look at this. So the Statue of Liberty with a building on the island, a building that looks like the, you know, the immigration building. So here's proof of another Mandela effect. But something I need you to remember is the way this barge that it's on looks, the size of it. This right here, Weeks 297, and these little signs that say Shuttle, Enterprise to Intrepid. Because they vary greatly. Alright, now, so here's why we see it looking like a colon in some images. And I already did some research and found out that this thing got popped. It's like inflated, and it got popped during a hurricane. Sandy, I think it was. And so that would explain them having to rebuild it and why it looks different. But there's more than two different versions, so And another thing to keep in mind is the way the city looks around where this boat is docked, and the way the boat looks. So this is the boat. It's called the Intrepid, and it looks like we have these circular like patios out here, and presumably that's, I don't know, is that the back or the front of the boat? Beats me. I guess it could be the front. So the nose, red around the windows. That's a nice touch. What about the red over here? Okay, yeah, oh yeah, the back here. Yeah, you'll see. Okay, so here it is. This is supposed to be on the same day, accomplishing the same leg of the journey. But now it says Weeks Marine, huge, right there. Okay, I guess it also probably says it right there. But it didn't say it here in the middle, in the first image I showed you. Remember? And this would be the same side. And we're also not seeing these other little signs. And it also seems to be a smaller barge. Yeah. Smaller. Much smaller. Okay, so here are... well, here's... I guess this is when they were loading it from where it was to begin with. But still, it's worth noting. Never mind. Just, I failed there. Alright, check this out. It when it went under this bridge, apparently it hit one of the, foundations for the bridge and banged up the wing. So we get a chance to see what it's made out of. Actually, it looks like relatively high quality stuff, except for the fact that it's supposed to be like very, very heat resistant, and it looks like it probably is, just not getting scraped against something resistant. It probably should have been more durable, but it really doesn't look like anything. Not a whole lot got scraped off, so it's probably the real deal, not a mock-up. Now look at that. What the hell is that? We've seen examples of the way the back's supposed to look. Okay. Now, what the hell is that? Also notice there's no opening here, no asshole here, like we're going to see in other images. So, here it says Weeks, so that should show you that it's the same, supposed to be the same thing. Alright, Weeks Marine. Okay. Now here, yeah, here they are loading it onto the Intrepid. And that's a USS destroyer, aircraft carrier. And it says Weeks 297. Here it just says Weeks Marine. And here it's a much larger barge. So what did they hauled it over there on this little pontoon here, and then use a crane to set it onto a much larger pontoon, and then they were ready to move it on to the other boat. You know, if that's what you would have to assume to deny the Mandela effect. Weeks 297. Okay. Remember I said to remember how the buildings looked around this area? I think that's gonna come in. Yeah, it's gonna start coming into play here. Let's see. Okay, let's see if we can find any of those buildings, or whatever this is next to the. Yeah, no, it looks completely different to the left side of the boat now. But that's it right there. That's the Intrepid. Remember how this part of the Intrepid looks? All these, you know, satellite antennas and stuff. What the heck is this? Huh. Alright, so once again, are the buildings lining up? Let's see. Because this is supposed to be that there's, you can't, this is all this happening on the same day. So even a small change in the buildings is not acceptable. No construction excuses in this example. But it actually kind of looks like they're all the same. Yeah, they are. Anyway, so Intrepid welcomes Space Shuttle Enterprise. So they parked that bad boy right there, and then they built a tent around it. So there's the asshole I was talking about. That was absent in others, but also, yeah, this looks funky. Okay, so here's a, it's not just a colon, it's like a colon with a dimple. And just a different version. Okay. That might be a completely different shuttle. That also might be different. But this is the Enterprise. The windows. Just the overall shape of it, and where the hell's the thing in the back? This is the Enterprise. Alright, Space Shuttle Pavilion. So that's what that looks like. The little tent that they put around it. And there's the dimple back there. Okay. And here's the barn they built around it. Weeks. It's red now? Okay, the tent, the dimple. Alright, now we got the barn. Alright, but look at this area right here. That's not gonna look like that. Okay, and the color of this thing, is it white or is it gray? Like, here it's gray. Space Shuttle Pavilion. Let's go to the other one. Okay, so that and that are supposed to be identical. I'm not going to waste my time, but I think if you examine those two images yourself, you'll find changes. Oh, okay. There's another way that the barn can look. Oh, and is it white inside or is it black inside? Wow. Does it seriously, like, really dwarf the aircraft carrier? And is this the way the Intrepid looks? It says Intrepid, so there's the barn there looking more classical. Look at this area. It looks super high tech. Yeah, the boat in general is like a high tech boat. This one's slightly less, but also high tech. And then this one's like, like kind of ghetto, if I'm being honest. So we got some problems there. Now look at this. Yeah, this one's from a newer generation. I guess they're not done building the barn yet. Sometimes the barn has, the roof will be all one height, and other times it's gradual like that. Oh. Something looks different here now. It's like we got a couple different dimples. And it's gray, not white. And something about the location of these stars. I think they were higher up on the same line as that. Sometimes the barn has a lopsided roof, like one angle is sharper than the other. Where's the never mind, I was gonna say where's the red around the windows, but I see it. Okay. Oh. Okay, so here's the lopsided version of the barn. And we still have two entrances, or just so that's basically this. So after the hurricane, this thing got popped and they built something else, and then we got this. So but there's no more excuses after that. But those aren't the only two buildings. And what the hell? See, this one is a even roof on both sides. Appears to be anyway. And it looks like it does not have any back, cone. I wish I could see what that other number is. Weeks. Alright, weeks 297. Something's looking funky with the windows and stuff. And also these dashes, the fake windows along the side, where'd they go? And yeah, the back end looks kind of weird. So what the hell? Is the shuttle dwarfing the boat like we saw there? Or not? Like, what's the deal? Yeah, look at this. Back here. See this area? That's not consistent doesn't look like that. Doesn't look like that. Yeah, this, even that one's different than the others. that thing changes a lot. Like, it's really fat here. It's just like a little more utilitarian there, like cargo pants. Oh yeah, and the size of the tail rudder changes. And then here it's more curvy, I guess. Oh yeah, but yeah, the size and color of this pontoon it's floating on never stays the same. What the hell? How does this compare to that? Matter of fact, I should just make one of my world famous Mandela effect comparison side by sides. Before I forget. Oh yeah, let's include that one too. Well, yeah, might as well. Alright. So you see this right here? This is why you cannot debunk the Mandela effect, because it's so easy to prove. And if you don't consider this proof, well, then you're lying to yourself, okay? You know this isn't normal. You know that there's no excuse. I need to concentrate. Alright. Actually, I need it to be obvious that the dimple thing... Yeah, I can't use that third one. Alright, that'll do. Kind of screwed up, but that should do it. Way different. Alright, moving on. So, I could spend forever on this. Maybe I might just need to end it. But yeah, where's the big ass Weeks Marine? Oh yeah, so this flag, there's a flag issue. Yeah, Weeks Marine. See you already get it. Look at the tail on this one. The tail looks way different here, and then the ass looks way different too. Okay, so let's. But isn't this a badass? That's definitely Ellis Island, because there's no buildings like that on Liberty Island. Here's all the patches for all the missions for all the space shuttle missions. I want to examine those closer later. Alright, so we've gone through all those anyway. Now we can look at alright, now let's look at this.
Did you talk about vice presidential possibilities, Senator Warren? Vice presidential possibilities, Senator Warren?
You guys have got to try the cold chai.